Great White with Afterglow. This is a CVT guitar lesson for Doug. And Doug, you're going to like this. You wanted all the lead bits, so I guess you had all the solos. Tuning is standard. I've got tons of timestamps for you. So if you lose your spot anywhere. The first one comes in, and I called it section 1. That's S1. I know this is your first CVT lesson you've had done. I put them in sections. 7D, hammer on to 9. So a hammer on is pick, or on the A string. You're slamming it. 7 on the D, down, up, down, hammer on to 9. And it's down, up, down because it's quicker. Okay, so 7G, vibrato. With vibratos, I like to use my thumb as an anchor. Use my wrist to vibrato. That's just me. 10B. And follow the fingering too on your tabs as much as possible. Some things are alterable. So 10B to 9G. When you get to the 9G, I would back it with the middle and index because we're going to go bend, release, pull off to 7. Okay, so these just help support the bend. Snap off, pull to the 7. 9G bend, stop the note, and then pick. So it's 9D, 799G, bend release, and then 7 hammer 9, 7G vibrato. So it's 18 seconds in. You don't have to do this string mute if it's too tricky, but you're gonna go up down, but it'll be mute on the D and then 7 on the D. Okay, so 7D. 20 seconds in. Oops. 7 hammer 9A, 7D down up, 7 9 on the G down up. That gives you, oops, and then 7B. So it's 9G, slide to 11, and then on the B string we're going to go 10 12 down up. Actually 10 10 12 down up down. 10 12E bend. So it's quicker. And I know that because it's alternate picked. Stop the note. Go back. 12, bend, hold, release, pull to 10. Bend 12. And then pick vibrato. So 25 seconds in. Bar the 10th fret on the high E. I'd use index. Slide to 7. So 2 times, slide to 7. 7, slide to 5. 5, slide to 7s. And then back to the 5. So it's right. 9, D and G, index finger. And what you're going to do is, let me see, make sure I'm on the right spot. I feel like I skipped something. Oh. Hammer to 12, 11 DG. It's a little tricky. And then pull off back to the 9s. 7 DG, hammer 9s to 7 DG. So it's, oops, 32 seconds in. 14 G, hammer to 16, and then 15 17 B, hold, release. So it's 15 hammer 17, 15 vibrato. So it's, and then I ended that section. Section 2, 232 in, we're going to go first finger 5A, and then again hammer to 7, and then 5, 7, slide to 9. So it's on the D, go down, up, down, 7, 7, 7, hammer 9 to 7G. So it's first finger 7A, slide to 9, slide to 7. Same thing on the D, but it's going to be a slide from 7 to 9 and then a pick 7. So 237, love this riff. Follow the picking that I put. This is very important to start with an upstroke. Go up, down, 7E, A, or E, B. Up 10, B, so it's, and then we got to turn the page. 9G down, this is alternate pick. 7B, 7G, 7, 9. So you have 9, 7, DG, 7, 9, D. So it's 7, 9, D, 9, 7, A, D. So it's beautiful. And then 7, 9, 7 on the A to 10E. 5E, slide to 7, and then 5E. 242, first finger bar the 12th fret on the E and B, slide to 10, pick the 10, slide to 7. 7, slide to 5, and then strum the 5, so it's 6G, 7B, follow this concept, slide to 4, 5, 4, 5, slide to 3, 2, and then strum the 3, 2, so it's, so that whole phrase, yeah. 248, 7, well here's the run. 7, hammer 9 on the A, D, and G, and then slide to 11. A lot of notes, but you're only picking 3 of them. Rest, and then 10, hammer 12 on the B, and then 10, 12, E, bend, release, and then pick vibrato. 10E, third finger, pre-bend release. In other words, bend it first and bring it down. That's a whole step. E to D. 258, on the D string, we're going to go 7th fret, hammer 9, and on the G, pick 7, hammer 9, pull 7, hammer 9, pull 7. So that subgroup is, and you know, really, Doug, you can sometimes use the rests as good subgroup points to repeat a riff. Or 349, 5E, slide to 7, and then on the A string we're going to alternate pick 5, 5, 7, 5. So it's 350, go 7A, hammer 9 to 7D. Same thing, but on the D and G, the vibrato. So it's 353, 7th fret bar, D and G, slide to 9, slide to 7. 355, 7, hammer to 9 on the A and the D to 7G. That's another subgroup. Up on 7G, down on 7D, hammer 9 to 7D. That's hard to hear, but it's in there. 7A, hammer 9 to 7A. And then 4 minutes in, barred 7th fret D and G to 9D. And then bar 9, D and G, slide to 7. So it's 7 on the A, hammer 9, pick 7. Alright, moving forward to page 4. I think we got yeah, it's 5 pages complete. A lot of solo riffs in here. 7A, 5A, up, down, hammer to 7, pick 5. So it's slow. 407, 9th fret G, 3rd finger, back it with a couple of them, with the middle and index. Pre-bend a whole step, release, pull off to 7. Bend 9, and then 9 vibrato. There's another subgroup, right? So practice going. 410, we're going to go 7 on the A, hammer to 9. You're going to do that on the D and the G. So 7G vibrato again. So that one goes twice. And then he starts this cool little, kind of a Neil Sean riff. Start with an upstroke, 7E, down 7B. Up 10B, down 9G. Another down with a bend vibrato, so it's slow down. Nine G, bend, release, pull to 7, and then bend the 9, vibrato the 9. Did something like that earlier, but it was a pre-bend release. 420 in, it's 12D, 11G. 9DG, so it's, and then 7D and G, hammer to 9D. It's a Hendrix style double stop to 7DG, so it's 7A and D, hammer to 9s to 7s, so it's same thing, but on the 5th and 7th fret. Same thing on the E and A string. So that would be third finger 5E, slide to 7. 5-7A, slide to 9. So it's 7-9D, 7-9GD. 7D, hammer 9 to 7D vibrato. So that's 429, another one of these Neil Sean riffs, starting with the upstroke, alternate picked. 7EB, 10-9BG, 7-7BG. So we have 9G, 9D to 7G vibrato. .432, first finger 7th fret G and B twice, 9D and G once, 7D and G index double stop. We're going to hammer to 9. Should still hear the 7 off the G string. Back to 7D G. 437, 7D, hammer to 9, pick 7. 7A, hammer 9, pick 7 and 5. So it's 7, slide to 9. So that phrase is another good subgroup. Alright, double dots. We're going to go 3 times of 7A, hammer to 9, D, and G. On the G, it's hammer pull. It's and then 9G to 10B. That's 3 times. 445, 10B, hammer to 12, and then 10, 12B on the high E. Last page. 12 on the E, slide to 14. 14, slide to 17. 17 vibrato, so it's 448, go 17 on the E and B, and bend the B, vibrato it. And then pre-bend 17, release, bend. Right? So it's stop, and then 17 vibrato. So it's 454. We're going to go middle finger 9G, slide to 11. So it's on the B, go 10, 12, 10, 12, bend, hold, release, 10, hammer 12, pull 10, vibrato. That riff sounds like this. Oops. 458, bend 17B. I would back it with a couple fingers. Bend, vibrato. 508, 12th fret E and B, slide to 10. Strum 10, slide to 7. Strum 7, slide to 5. Similar, right, to something we did earlier. It might be exactly the same. 6, 7 GB, slide to 4, 5. Strum those, slide to 3, 2, and then strum. So it's cool. 514, 7th fret D and G. We're gonna hammer 9 D G, pull to 7. Same thing on the A and D. Same thing on 5 and 7. Same thing on the E and A. But strum the 5s at the end, so it's 518. 5 hammer 7 on the E to 5A. 7A, slide to 9. 7, 9 D vibrato. So it's 520, 5E hammer 7 to 5A and D barred to 7A and D. Oops, I missed something. There it is. 7 hammer 9.